Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 21. This is episode number 34. Our worst to first with the Seattle Mariners has had such a tremendous rebound year in our third season. We've been over 500 most of the way, and at 63 and 62, we're still there, just about. But the season is taking a turn for the worse here pretty late on. Our best player, Jared Kelenic, out for a month and a half, which means he's probably done for the season, most likely. And without him, our chances of staying above 500 have just dropped off significantly. So I never felt like playoffs were on the cards this year anyway. But with that, I think we can probably count the remainder of our performance in the season. You know, it's gonna drop drastically at this point. So Angels, Astros, definitely out of range. We were hovering around that wild card a while ago. 3 games down now, and I would imagine it's going to drift further back. And actually, with any luck, we could drop 4 places and move ourselves up the draft order a bit. And likewise, on this side of things, at 63 and 62, we'd be right here with the Nationals. 6.5 games out, so National League doing quite well. But again, if we can drop down that little bit, we can move, up the draft order a good 6 places, which honestly at this point, that isn't going to make much of a difference for us. Because it's going to put us nowhere near the top of the order, so we might as well just get whatever wins we can get out of this. But let's make sure we have gone in and taken care of Kelenic. Yes, we have. And we are at 26 players, so we're all set. Jake Fraley, right now injured. It's just a finger blister, though, so we'll allow him to stay put as is. We can see five players out, and Cole Tucker will be ready to go in about 5 days, but otherwise we are down 3 starting pitchers and 2 fielders. That's harsh. Let's go ahead and push forward a week, see how things go. Here we go. Cole Tucker ready to come back. We're still a couple weeks away, so let's look at infield-wise. Assuming Kingery is the one to go. How's he done? Yeah, 189. Ouch. Let's go ahead and send you down and bring Cole Tucker. Who's had also a pretty good year for us, hitting 282. We've missed him pretty desperately, and there you go. Alright, well, we hold firm so far. 500 clip over the course of most of that week until we got him back. Will this help us improve slightly? Wow, look at that. Tucker comes... Oh, dang. Kyle Tucker of the Rangers. Raised my hopes there for a moment. We are down to 18th on the Team Power rankings. And down to exactly 500. Oh, no. Hernandez out for 4 months. Oh my goodness. We are just getting slammed with injuries. I mean, Fraley still hurt. Down to 1 day, though. Robbie Ray is now injured as well. Back spasms, just 3 days. He's out for the rest of the season, so we might as well put him on the injured list. Go 60 days. And frees up a spot for another pitcher to come up. What do we have on that 30-day? We have Ramirez. We have Monthen. And that's it. Just those two. How have you been? 4.81. He's been pretty good. Ramirez has. But let's look here. You think Wanthen's ready to come up? Interesting. Kirby, Roberts, apparently both ready to come up. You know what? At this point, do I have anything to lose? I don't know. We're 68 and 67. I think we do have something to lose. But maybe we don't know enough about him. Yeah, see? Very low. Let's see what they think about him. They think he's much better off. You know what? I'm going to try to work on our scouting of him. And then let's go back and let's bring up Wanthen. Let's see what he's got. Day to day. See, we had so much news coming from Hernandez, we didn't even catch the Robbie Ray getting hurt on the same day. At least not in the mail. Current ability, 3.5 stars. Really? You thought he was a half star. You thought he was a half star. You scout him for 5 seconds before he's even had an appearance at the major league level, and suddenly he's 3.5 stars. Good job, Hunter. Good job. And that's why, that's major reason why I need to readjust our scouting budget this next season. Now that I found that, I've got to be able to find that again here this coming off season. All right, 69-67. 2 straight losses, though, and another in Wanthen. He gets his first game, 1 2/3 innings, as a major leaguer, and what happened? Shoulder tendonitis, out for 6 days. We had such a great season going, and then we are just getting slammed right now. Go to the roster expansion here. Kalinic still on the list of stolen bases. Team power rankings. Okay, player development. Just one update. Alright, on to that roster expansion. I think it's only, 2 slots now? From what it used to be. They pushed it to 26 all the time. And then just the 28. Yeah, there you go, 2 spots. We can bring Kingery back up. And then that leaves us with Ramirez. He's got good stuff. And he's been having a pretty good season. This doesn't force me to add 81 to the 40-man roster, so let's go ahead and give him that shot back up here. There we go. That's 28. 70 and 70 with 24 games to play. Love it if you guys could hang on to 500. Power rankings, how are we doing? 17th, right down the middle. Again, still a huge upgrade from where we were a season ago, so still happy. Below 500 though for the first time in absolute ages. Could be all season. Kellenich off the list, finally. Wait. What's going on, Gabe? Anthony Rodriguez. Okay. Yeah, that's fine by me. Speaking of, let's go home for a moment. And that's not the home I wanted. How about this home? Let's check in on those minor league teams and see how they're doing as the senior club hangs on with 20 games to go in the season at 72 and 72, right at 500. And it looks like we are approaching safety above the A's for a potential third place. It also does look like we're too far out of the wild card now, but again, no expectations on that. As a team, we are roughly 10th to 11th. I'd say we'll average out at 11th in offense. But the defense, huge improvement from last year. Very much upper mid, kind of all over the place in the rankings, but none of them are low. All right, so minor league system, the Rainiers, after a 10-win season last year, near 500 this year. Double A is the one that's the least balanced, I think, of our rosters, and even then, they're only 20 games below 500. High A plus is almost 500. Kind of across the board, things are looking a little bit better. Where we dominated last season, of course, those players are now distributed throughout the system. Only the one team is above 500, but still, what a difference. What a difference a year makes. Some of that is my own knowledge within the game being improved, but, look at that ERA up and down the bullpen outside of Javier, who, even then, that's not that bad, and as a long reliever, you'll take it. Juan then has struggled in his couple starts, but of course he has been hurt twice. Robbie Ray, though, these guys have done so well. Florial really struggling, and that's the consequences of losing Kellenich. We're losing 150 points just on the average alone. He does have 10 RBIs, but that's where we're really struggling right now. Cal Raleig's now suddenly the main guy. DeJong's still under 200 for the whole season. I mean, that's ridiculous. 140 games. He hit 246 a year ago, where everybody else did so much. He's done so little this season. Where we've improved, he's the one that really has not. 20 games to go. Let's push forward. Let's see if we can get through this. Come on, hanging on. 500. Garrett Richards ready to come back. Nice. Okay, let's see what to do here. Robbie Ray, 2 days on the back spasms. I'd like to leave one thing here. Chance to develop a little bit. He's had 3 games. He has not done well, but how about we take down the other one we brought up, Ramirez, yeah? Yeah, Ramirez. Sorry. You're going back down to AAA, and we're going to bring back Garrett Richards. Down to 4. Kalinic, 1 week. Will he be back for the end of the season? It looks like he will. 75, 74. Got just a little bit left in the season. I think he will be back for a little bit. Robbie Ray hurt again. Come on, 15th. 75 and 75. I'm hoping for that 81. What a season it would be if we finish at 500. What a season it would be if we finished with 75 wins, but I don't want to lose 14 straight to end the season. So, come on. Give me a little something here. 76 and 76. 76. Yes, couple straight wins. 78. Kalinic, just a couple days. Aaron Fletcher goes down, though. 1 week. I think we're going to leave him here for 2 days. $78, $77. We are so close. Speaking of close, it's so close to the end of the season. Let's take a look here. So you've got the Orioles. Yes, the Baltimore Orioles at 84 and 71, leading the AL East ahead of the Tampa Bay Rays. The New York Yankees are dead last in the East. I know they've got a lot of fans out there, probably the most supported baseball club around the world, but as they are the rival of the Mariners, I love to hate on them, so that makes me so happy. Twins leading the Central ahead of the Indians, and the White Sox also just a further half game back. Both of those two divisions within 2.5 games very late in the season. Yowzer. Tigers and Royals both eliminated. The Angels have clinched a wild card, but it looks like they're also magic number 2 games to clinching the division. The Astros have the second best record in the American League, but are second in the division, so they are 4 games away from securing a wild card spot. We are third place in the division, which is so awesome, and we are not clinched yet ahead of the A's, and we are not officially eliminated yet, but we will be the next team to be eliminated from the wild card hunt. The Rays and the White Sox just a half game behind the Indians on that. The Red Sox just 1 game back, so it's super tight for that second wild card. Meanwhile, in the National League, you've got the Braves 3.5 clear of the Mets. The Cardinals with 91 wins. Their magic number is now 2. Pirates are still in it. The Marlins have been eliminated. The Brewers, the Cubs with 66 and 88 for a record are eliminated. And the Reds, the Dodgers, over 100 wins. They've already clinched. Padres, 16 games behind, with 87 wins. I mean, that's second best in AL, but only 4th best in the NL. Looks like they've got a good chance of making it. But with the Pirates up there, you've got a 3-horse race. Nationals, Phillies have not been eliminated yet, but at just 500, it looks like they're going to be out very, very soon. In fact, the Arizona Diamondbacks just a game and a half behind, have already been eliminated. 3-horse race for 2 slots. That's going to be a contest. All right, Kellen is ready to come back, and we take another injury. Oh my goodness, diagnosis pending for Josh Croft. We don't know what has happened, but there's a good chance that he's going to be out. We're going to put you... I'm going to put you on the injured list. You know what, we might as well. Season's going to end here any day. So 15-day. And let's bring Kellenich back in. Finally. Activate from injured list. There we go. We get Kellenich back for the final days. Can he help us get there? We're just 2 wins away. I think we might do it. This could be. Oh yeah, up to 13th. I'm excited. I am excited. Okay, another day done. Let's clear those and let's get back in here. Okay, magic numbers. Angels have already clinched now. Still just the Dodgers here. So only 2 teams are officially in. More teams have been eliminated, though. Phillies, Nationals are out of it. Now it is just that 3-horse race. Mets trailing by a half game. And out here, we have still not been eliminated. So it remains 6-horse race for the AL. 2 AL wild cards, but again, we're definitely too far back. Oh no, what's happened? That's the feeling I get with that type of message. We've claimed another victory. Did not get eliminated. Cardinals have clinched a playoff spot. And they're 1 away from clinching the division. And we are 1 win away from a 500 season. We've done it. We've done it. Tanner English is going to retire. Manager Leonardo Clayton has decided to retire, and Josh Croft out for the rest of the season. Again, our team has just suffered so much bad luck here at the end of the season, so it's quite fortunate that we have somehow managed to get to that 500. 4 games left to go, just 4 to play in the season. Anything now puts us over 500. Good end to the season. Still not eliminated. 2 teams with a magic number of 1 now. Playing at Oakland here to wrap up the season, it looks like. Hitting coach Henry Cotto retiring. Dang, we are getting hit hard with this. Padres win the wild card. Braves win the National League East. Houston celebrates wild card, so they're in. Alright, so there's the Braves. Twins, magic number is 1. The Astros are in. Now we've got a 4-way tie. The Indians, the Red Sox, the Rays, and the White Sox all at 84-75 with 3 games left to play. Have we ever seen 4 teams with identical records in the playoff hunt with just 3 games left in the season? I have no idea. But that is insane. Padres have clinched, so that tight contest in the National League has opened a little bit of breathing room. And the Pirates now 2 games ahead of the Mets, so that race very much going 3 different directions down the stretch. Padres have won 9 out of 10. Pirates have won 8 out of 10, including 7 straight contests, but the Mets, at just 2-8 over their last 10, have very much fallen off the pace of the other 2 teams to give way. The Cardinals now just 1 game away from clinching, but the Pirates just staying in that contest with their crazy win streak going on there. But wow, what an exciting finish to the season. And of course, for us, we're 1 win away from finishing above 500 for first time in quite a few years, and we have done it. 2 games to play now. What else has happened? Well, the Red Sox, the only one of the 4 to lose today's game, just like that, they go from right in the mix to their hopes are very slim with just 2 games to play. Cardinals remain magic number of 1 as they lose, and the Pirates win again. Pirates now just 1 game away. Mets do finally win 1. So both of them desperately needing to win, managed to do so. Alright, here we go. 2 to go. Another win. 83 now on the season. Look at that. We are just a game behind the Red Sox. Of course, we have been eliminated. The Red Sox, losing 2 straight, are eliminated from wild card contention. But here we are with the Orioles now, the Rays, the Indians, and the White Sox all within 1 game. Just 1 to go. What a contest this is, though. How close is that? I mean, look how close we are to this. We're only 2 games out of the wild card with two to go. We have been eliminated. We're not going to make it. But look how close that is. Twins have clinched. The reason why we have that extra team up here all of a sudden is the Orioles and Rays. Looks like there's a good chance that one of them will win the AL East and one of them will clinch the wild card. They have the edge. If they both win, I don't know how that's determined, but one will be the division winner and one will be the wild card holder, because the Indians and White Sox will not, win or lose, be able to catch the pair. Cardinals have clinched. Pirates have clinched. Mets won just that 1 game. They go right back to losing. The Pirates did finally lose, but the Mets eliminated themselves. So, National League is decided, but you still have 4 teams in contention for the last two playoff spots in the American League. One of this pair is guaranteed to be in. Final day of the season, can we make it 84? Either way, we'll have fewer than 80 wins this season. We've had more than 90 losses each season that I've been in charge of the team. And we finish at 84 and 78, equal with the Boston Red Sox. Chicago Cleveland both eliminated. And yes, the Orioles and Rays have both won it. But they're going to have to play one more to determine who is the division champion and who is the wild card. And then that wild card one's going to have to turn around and play one more against Houston. So that's going to be a big game. You got to play in to then play in to then be one of the 4 teams. Winner automatically in. Loser has to then turn around and beat the Astros to be in. But there it is. We've reached the end of our season with an impressive 84 wins. Final power rankings see us all the way up to 7th place here at the end of the season with a great finish. We get Kelenic back healthy, and then we start winning some games. Great finish to the season. Really impressed with how we have done as a unit. We'll focus on the playoffs soon, but let's focus on us for a moment. Offense looks like it moved up to about 10th at the very end. That pitching staff continues to impress. It looks like fourth or fifth best staff overall at the end of the season. Rainier's just 10 games below 500. Juan improved down to a 5 ERA. He might be hanging on to a spot with the senior team for next season. Evan White gets to 92 RBIs for the year. What a step in the right direction for him. Rojas did pretty well. Zhang, really the only major disappointment. Shed Long, though, you would have expected more. But he certainly did better than a year ago. McKinstry, not a great season, but definitely an improvement from last year. Cal Raleigh, slightly improved from a year ago. Kelenic, definitely the team leader. Ends up with 31 homers, 87 RBI. Easily would have topped 100 if he played the full season. Jake Fraley, pretty good. I mean, it's not what he did 2 years ago in just 20 games played. But in his second full season, 45 points better. His slugging way up. On base weight is up, not a ton, but definitely up. A couple homers more, but way more RBIs than a year ago in similar games and at-bats from a year ago. Cole Tucker, just 84 games played. He missed a lot of the season for the second season in a row. And almost identical output to a year ago, really. Kind of the one thing. At-bats were definitely up. It looks like a season ago he came off the bench a lot. He had a lot more starts this season. Put up very similar numbers, though. Very similar. But overall, the team, right, outside of Dijon, improvement pretty much across the board. And it showed up in the win column. It definitely showed up. Three guys all batting 268 or above. Definite step in the right direction. 3 guys with 20 homers. 3 guys with 80-plus RBIs. 3 guys with 20-plus stolen bases. Kelenic, 6.1 on the wins above replacement. Rojas, 3.5. Evan White, over 3. Pitching staff. Somehow, they weren't fantastic just as a unit. They all got the job done. We had a really good pitching coach, and I think that was the big difference for us there. So impressed with how this season turned out. But that's going to do it for our part in the season. Next up, we'll get into the playoffs and then the off-season to come. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.